we wanted to share a little bit about kind of what our experience was like working with Ron and Sue. Um, we kind of had uh, kind of an interesting journey this year. There was a time early in 2018 where we were considering a move out of state, and uh, the Lord kind of led us to stay here in California through a couple of things that worked for me, and then Falon finding a job kind of as the school year started with the school district, and things just kind of fell into place where we kind of decided to contact Ron and Sue and kind of just see whether maybe the timing was right for our family to consider a home purchase. We've had conversations with them a couple of times over the years, and the timing wasn't right at the time. And one of the things I always kind of got from my conversations with Ron and Sue, uh, Ron in particular was always in these conversations, was there was never any pressure. In fact, it was almost the opposite of that, which is very kind of unusual, I think, for someone who's in the business of selling anything to not have uh, someone pushing you to buy or pushing you to purchase anything. And Ron made it very clear off the bat that his philosophy and his desire for us was that we make the right decision for us, even if that decision is not buying a home. Because I think his motto or kind of their mission statement is, when home isn't first. And with his baseball background, I kind of like the play on words that he uses there. And it was very. There were a couple of times where we had this conversation and home wasn't first for us at that time. We just weren't ready for it. And so we were just could not have been happier with the service and the responsiveness and the advice and expertise that we got all along the way from Ron as well as Sue. Um, what do you want to add to kind of that? Maybe more about maybe the purchase process itself and kind of the home search, because you were more involved in that than I was.
It just went so quickly. I didn't expect it to be so smooth. I thought it was going to be a long, drawn-out process, and it wasn't. I mean, this was the first house that I basically said, this is the one I want to see. We got to see it right away. And they made it happen. The next day we were here, we were looking, and then that night we were making an offer. So it just went so quickly and so smooth at the same time that they just we just completely trusted them with the process, and we just couldn't have been happier with how it turned out. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't happen all the time for everybody, but for us it did, and it was clearly the Lord providing. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would. The only thing I'd add to that is when we did initially meet with Ron, he did kind of prepare us as we were kind of looking to purchase near the end of the year. That he said that this is typically a slower time of the year for home sales, and so he did kind of prepare us for a longer process, because there was not as much to choose from. And so we kind of prepared ourselves mentally for that. And as we started looking at homes online, just to kind of add to what Falon already said, this place came up on a Sunday night, just listed, and both of us were like, I mean, this is it. This is, I mean, compared to everything we'd seen, I mean, it checked all of the boxes. And we were looking at it at like 9:30, 10 o'clock right before bed on Sunday night, and Fallon's like on the phone, like texting Sue at like 7 in the morning the following day, 6:30 the next day, and I think she was there to see the house in the morning, same day.
No, afternoon.
Or was it in the afternoon, the very next day, and we had our offer in, I think that same night, and that with Ron's advice and kind of his understanding and expertise of what the market was and what he thought this home was worth, he got our offer accepted 2 days later, and the rest is history. We couldn't have been more grateful or happy every step along the way. Even after the offer was accepted, every time we had a question, when the inspection came around, we get a laundry list of things that we don't know any better about, but Ron was right there answering every question we had, laying all of our concerns along the way, and They just kind of guided us through the whole process with all of the paperwork, all of the signatures. Every time we had a question, we had an answer back with an email or a text message or a phone call within, it seemed like 30 minutes
Just
or less.
super quick.
They were outstanding the whole way through. And so we trust them. We'll be Ron and Sue Arnold clients for the rest of our lives, and we'll be telling all of our friends and family that might be interested in looking for a home at some point to do the same. I'm hoping we're here for quite some time, and maybe we won't need their services right away, but we couldn't have been happier working with them.